Have you ever wondered why your doctor warns you about salt, even more than sugar, as you age? After 70, the foods you once enjoyed without worry can suddenly become dangerous. It's not just about taste, it's about survival. With age, blood vessels stiffen, kidneys filter more slowly, and the body becomes far more salt-sensitive. That means the same salty meal barely moving your numbers at 40 can spike your blood pressure, trigger swelling, and strain your heart at 70. And unlike sugar, which often harms over months or years, salt can create dangerous shifts within hours. Today, learn, gently and clearly, why salt is more hazardous than sugar after 70, and the simple, practical changes that protect your heart, kidneys, brain, and independence. Point 1. Salt and the silent rise of blood pressure. When we're young, our bodies compensate for extra sodium more easily. After 70, that cushion fades. Arteries are stiffer, the kidneys clear sodium more slowly, and hormones that control fluid balance overreact. The result: even a modest salty meal can push blood pressure up quickly and keep it elevated overnight. Take John, a 74-year-old from Ohio. He loved healthy canned soup at lunch. Each serving had over 700 milligrams of sodium, and the can had 2 servings. In a single sitting, John unknowingly took in nearly a day's worth for someone with high blood pressure. That afternoon, his readings jumped, and he felt a pounding headache. His doctor explained a simple truth. Sugar often works in the background over time, but salt can flip a switch today. Practical check. If you have a home blood pressure cuff, measure your blood pressure before a salty meal and again 60 to 90 minutes after. If the top number, systolic, consistently jumps by 10 to 20 points, you're likely salt-sensitive, and your body is asking for help. Point 2. Salt damages the kidneys. Faster than sugars. Your kidneys are elegant filters, balancing fluids and clearing waste all day, every day. After 70, they naturally lose some filtering capacity. Extra salt forces them to hold on to water, raising pressure inside these delicate filters and wearing them down. You might notice swollen ankles by evening, getting up to urinate several times a night, or more fatigue than usual. Mary, 78 from Yorkshire, felt puffy by late afternoon and blamed age. Her labs showed that years of high-sodium convenience foods, bread, deli meats, packaged soups, were straining her kidneys. She didn't overhaul everything overnight. She switched to no-salt-added beans, rinsed canned vegetables, and began flavoring food with garlic, herbs, and lemon. Within weeks, her swelling faded, and her energy returned. A gentle caution: less salt doesn't mean no salt. Going extremely low, especially while on diuretics, can make you lightheaded. Aim for steady, moderate reductions, and listen to your body. If you feel dizzy when standing, talk with your doctor about adjusting medications and targets. Point 3. Salt and hidden heart risks. Salt pulls water into the bloodstream. More volume means the heart must push harder against stiffer arteries, raising blood pressure, stretching the heart, and increasing the risk of heart failure. This is especially risky after 70, when hearts are more vulnerable to fluid overload. Consider Nora, 76, in Melbourne. Every evening, she enjoyed a plate of salted crackers with cheese. Over time, the fluid her body held after salty snacks led to shortness of breath when climbing stairs and a feeling of chest tightness at night. Her cardiologist wasn't anti-cheese, he was anti-excess sodium. Nora traded her crackers for sliced apple and a small portion of lower sodium cheese, and she saved the salty treats for special occasions. 4 weeks later, she noticed she could garden again without stopping to catch her breath. Quick self-scan. Do rings feel tight some mornings? Do socks leave deep marks on your ankles? Is your weight up 1 to 2 pounds overnight after a restaurant meal? Those are classic signs your heart and circulation are holding too much salt and water. Point 4. Salt clouds the brain. High blood pressure from salt doesn't just strain the heart, it also stresses the brain's tiny blood vessels. Over the years, that can mean reduced blood flow to memory-critical areas and more silent, small vessel damage. While sugar can harm the brain through insulin resistance and inflammation, salt can harm it by squeezing the brain's fuel lines. Sam, 80, from London, started misplacing keys and losing his train of thought mid-conversation. His daughter noticed his diet: salted peanuts, pickles, cured meats, and instant noodles. Swapping in unsalted nuts, fresh vegetables, and whole grains helped lower his blood pressure and steadied his focus. He still enjoyed a few olives with Sunday lunch, but not every night. A simple habit: protect your brain by protecting your pressure. A calm, steady blood pressure today helps nourish your memory pathways tomorrow. Point 5. Hidden salt is everywhere, even in healthy foods. Most sodium doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from processed and restaurant foods. Common culprits include bread and rolls, canned soups and beans, deli meats, sausages, cheeses, pickles, sauces, soy, tomato, barbecue, teriyaki, salad dressings, stock cubes, instant noodles, breakfast cereals, and even effervescent fizzy pain or cold tablets. Restaurant meals, especially pizza, sandwiches, stir-fries, and fried foods, often pack a day's sodium into one plate. Label tip: in the U.S., labels list sodium in milligrams. A low-sodium choice is generally 140 milligrams or less per serving. Some labels in the UK and Australia list salt instead of sodium. To convert, roughly 1 gram of salt equals 0.00 milligrams of sodium. A quick rule of thumb is sodium times 2.5 equals salt. So 400 milligrams sodium approximately equals 1 gram salt. Relatable example: that hearty canned bean serving. If it lists 450 milligrams of sodium per half cup and you eat a full cup, that's 900 milligrams, often more than your entire target for a single meal. Point 6. Small swaps, big results. A flavor-first approach. Cutting salt is not about bland food. It's about smarter flavor. Fresh herbs, parsley, basil, dill, spices, paprika, cumin, turmeric, aromatics, garlic, onion, ginger, acids, lemon, lime, vinegar, and umami boosters, tomato paste, mushrooms, nutritional yeast. Make meals come alive. Breakfast. Instead of boxed cereal and toast, often salty, try warm oats topped with berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon, or plain yogurt with sliced banana and unsalted nuts. Lunch. Swap deli sandwiches for grilled chicken or chickpea salads with olive oil, lemon, and herbs. Use no salt-added beans and rinse canned beans under water. This can reduce sodium by up to a third. Dinner. Choose baked fish or chicken with herb rubs. Roast vegetables with garlic and olive oil. Make sauces from blended tomatoes, roasted peppers, or yogurt with lemon and dill instead of salty bottled sauces. Eating out. Ask for sauces and dressings on the side. Choose grilled over fried, and request no added salt. Most kitchens will gladly help when you explain that it affects your blood pressure. 2-week taste reset. Your taste buds adapt. If you reduce salt steadily for 10 to 14 days, foods you once loved may start to taste too salty, and natural flavors will seem brighter. Give your palate time. It will reward you. Point 7. Medications, salt substitutes, and special cautions after 70. As we age, medications can interact with salt. NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, make the body retain sodium and fluid. Certain diabetes drugs and steroids can do the same. If you're on a diuretic, water pill, sudden big salt loads can undo its benefit. If you slash salt too low while on the same dose, you may feel lightheaded. Share your diet changes with your clinician so your plan and pills match. About salt substitutes. Many products replace sodium with potassium. For some people, they're helpful. But if you have kidney disease or take ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, like spironolactone, extra potassium can be risky. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if you're considering a potassium-based salt substitute. Hidden sources beyond food, effervescent painkillers and antacids often contain large amounts of sodium. Look for non-effervescent alternatives when possible, and read labels carefully. So yes, sugar deserves its bad reputation. But after 70, salt is often the more immediate danger. It can raise blood pressure within hours, burden the kidneys, strain the heart, and quietly dim the brain's sharpness. The hopeful news is that small, steady changes make a big difference. Learning labels, choosing fresh over packaged, flavoring with herbs and citrus, and asking for no added salt when you eat out. I'd love to hear from you. Which salty food surprised you the most? Have you tried any low-sodium swaps that actually taste better? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story could help someone else. If today's video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member. Together, we can make these years longer, clearer, stronger, and more joyful.